Hi guys, welcome to Chicken Trap. Today's guest I have Staxx Gawd. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Now, I remember back in the day you used to go by Ricky Staxx. What made you do the change up?
What really happened was, shout out to my niece because she actually named me.
Okay.
She actually named me. I'm gonna give that to my niece. I'm gonna give
Okay.
that to her. So I was doing the whole radio host situation, and I was like, I'm gonna do the music again, but I feel like I outgrew Ricky Staxx.
Okay.
Like I feel like my mindset, my music, everything. I just felt it's not who I am
Right.
anymore. So I was like, damn, what should I name myself? And I was saying, my niece was like, yo, you should be a god to these people. Yo, you should call yourself Staxx Gawd, but spell it like this. And I was like, yo, I like that. I think I'm gonna take that.
That's why I was like, is it God? Because I'm bad at
Gawd.
pronouncing
When you say Staxx Gawd.
Gawd or
God.
God, but it's God. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. So I have brought you down today to have some wings. Today's wings are sponsored by Sosa. Shout out to Sosa.
Shout out to Sosa, Prince. Shout
I
out.
got hot wings as requested.
Yes, I need my hot wings. My hot wings, I need it. It's a must. Chicken wings have to be hot, if not lemon pepper.
Oh, you like lemon pepper?
Mm-hmm.
I had lemon pepper one other time. An artist requested lemon pepper, and it was my first time having it, and I didn't like it.
Probably mad salty.
No, I think
What
lemon pepper
place?
is like they hype it up too much. It ain't is what they what everybody say it is.
Man, it depends who makes it for me. Cause I went somewhere and I done ate that. It was so salty. I swear to God, I thought my blood pressure was going up. Like I just started sweating. That's how salty that shit was.
Now I have a few questions for you. Now the Shamoney team. Now, are you still a part of them? Like,
No.
was it something that you came up with, or was it,
It
something
was-
that
it
you
was-
was just a part of?
It was basically something that happened after Blazing, like, all that. So basically, like, we came up with it, me and my boy, DJ Nate Official at the time.
Okay.
We decided to do like a little radio show on her News Global.
Mm-hmm.
So we put a little team together, and then Res TV joined the board. I asked him, I was like, yo, do you want to be the part of us? He said, yeah. And there was a girl named AR Blondie. Yeah, we went to her News Global. And it was just, there's too much attitudes in the room to really succeed
Right.
and all that. So everybody just said, you know what? A lot of butting heads, too much Indians, not enough
Nobody
cheese.
could agree on anything.
And everybody just went, on a humble note, everybody just went their separate ways.
Gotcha.
Except for me and Rez stood together like,
Got you. Now, Rez, he shoots a lot of your videos.
he shoots a lot of my videos. He shot No No, he shot Letter to Self, and he's actually shooting a new record for Nobody Safe.
No, directed by Rez TV. You took one of my questions away from me.
Yo, but I got to try one of these wings. These shit
Try
look
'em.
so
No, they-
good. I got to.
Shout
I
out
got
to Sosa. What you think? Yeah,
Yeah.
they good. So how long you been rapping?
I've been rapping since the age of 16.
Okay.
But I really started taking it serious like 17, 18, because I went to a show in Massachusetts, and it was a big show. It was called 12 MCs and 2 mics, and it was a team called the X-Men.
Okay.
Now, the people are familiar with the X-Men. There are a crew of DJs, there's like 12 of these motherfuckers, and they'll play one person will scratch one way, and the other person will do something, and it'll actually make a beat.
And all at one time.
And all in one time, like one will do the loop, stop, and the other one will add like a kick, the other one will add like like an old school scratch. And like, yo, how the hell did they just make a beat? So Sean Price performed there, some guy named Nine performed there. Red Cafe was there when Red Cafe first started. A lot of artists was there, and I was freestyling downstairs, and all of a sudden I noticed that Sean Price was right next to me.
Oh shoot.
And he was like, go shorty, you got this, bro. You got this. And ever since that day, I just took music more serious.
You just took it more serious. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, who inspired you to do music? Is that who inspired you, or?
What really inspired me to do music was I grew up in an environment where I feel like my music was my only escape. Like I felt like I had no voice.
You're originally from New York?
Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Brooklyn, yeah. And now people want to be bandwagon. Everybody wants to say Brooklyn because of the trade, but now I'm ready for Brooklyn, so you could actually be the Net fan. You know what I mean?
How long you been here?
8 years?
8 years?
Yeah. So music was really my outlet. I gotta have a voice. I grew up in a family, everybody's arguing. I felt like I used to lock myself in a room and just write how I feel.
Right.
So like my first early records was me rapping, just mad.
Right.
Mad
angry at the world.
I was angry at the
Nobody
world.
want to listen to me.
So it was just my outlook, and then I just fell in love with the artwork.
Right.
Like actually, I studied the game of hip hop. Like I actually studied.
That's what's up. Now this is one of my most famous questions. Who would you sign with?
You want my honest opinion?
I ask everybody to come on the show.
Nobody.
Nobody? That's a first.
Nobody. I would sign myself.
Yeah.
And we actually got me and my boy, Shiz What It Is, we actually got our own little label we trying to start up called Smoke Out Boys Entertainment. And I feel like in the game that we are now, the present now, right now, major labels are not making as much money as independent labels.
Why you say that?
Because independent labels, when you own your own material, you don't have to pay out.
Right.
Like these artists that sign to a record label, by the time you see your check, there's like 30 people with their hand in your check.
You're paying for the video.
You're paying for the video, you're paying for the clothes, you're paying for everything, you're paying for that.
And
they're making money off of you because they're making money off of your streams. Now, why you can't build your own situation with your own people and then y'all eat money yourselves without nobody else taking the money from you?
Now, what is you're independent, so what is the name of your label?
Smoke Out Boy ENT.
Smoke, one more time?
Smoke Out Boy ENT.
I like that name.
Smoke Out Boys. Yep.
And how long you been running with that?
I could say like 3 years, but then we all went our separate ways because I stopped rapping.
Right.
Shiz continued. I went into blazing. I went into radio shit. I was like, you know what? Every rapper got their niche and how they got themselves in the game.
Right,
like people don't know Ludacris used to hold crates.
Right.
As a DJ. A lot of people did things, and my thing was, I was like, I'll try the radio host because they got thrown at me.
Speaking of blazing, how that's where I first met you at. I first met you at Blazing. I was brought down by Young Zoe. He invited me over, and it was my first time meeting you. What happened with Blazing?
Well, first I'm gonna say shout out to everybody. Shout out to
Them
Braylo,
dogs.
Damn Dog. Shout out to Pub. Shout out to DJ Win, Screwface.
Hey, we gotta get you on the show.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to them Damn Dogs because they really, like a lot of people in Orlando don't really know how much them Damn Dogs, even though they were out of, was it Miami?
Yes, Miami, yeah.
They actually did a lot for Orlando.
Yeah.
A lot.
Miami, yeah.
And they're like a lot. What happened with Blazing? Like I can't discuss too much, but I could give some. What happened with Blazing?
I want it all.
Is that basically we came to the city with such a force.
Right.
That the beat and all these other radio stations was just like, hold on.
Right. Moving
How
too
the
fast.
fuck do these guys bring Rick Ross down?
Right.
How do you guys get Plies to give you shout outs? How do you get DJ Khaled to shout you out? How do you get all these people? So Orlando's Mickey Mouse. We call that Disney World.
Right.
Because every single station in Orlando has to play what they want. We played, when they talk about really give back to Orlando's culture, you were there. Blazing 103.7 really reached out to the local artists, especially my show on Friday nights.
Yeah.
I always used to pass off mainstream artists to get local artists.
No, yeah, you were doing your thing there. That's why I was
And
like, what happened?
It just, one day we came and it was just like, yo, bro, that's it.
So there's no more Blazing at all? Blazing is gone?
It's gone.
Oh, wow.
It's done. Everybody just said. And plus a lot of bad business and a lot of other stuff. But we all came up off of there. Like people need to know the history. Badass Becky started as a radio host with us. Like,
shout out Badass Becky.
Shout out Badass
Becky.
Becky.
Get your ass down here.
Yeah, she needs to come here. She needs to come because she eats wings too. So
I know you love wings. I talked to Mouse.
But a lot of us came off Blazing. Like Raylo Pub, when all them basically like they seen a lot of potential in Orlando, period. And a lot of us was basically branched up, but it just disappeared.
Now you recently, was it back in April? You was in the kitchen with H Dot.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Awesome. Because it went like.
And did you freestyle?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, it was most to the point because actually when I got there, most of my followers actually came from there. Like, it's crazy for some reason something like that always happens to me. Like everybody else is rocking out on the beat, and for some reason when it's my turn to spit, I gotta go acapella because something happened at the beat didn't go on.
So the beat didn't come on.
The beat didn't come on. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, damn, everybody else got a beat. You know what I mean? Damn, let me. You know what? Fuck it, let's get it. So, and it actually helped a lot because a lot of my fans, like when I got on that show, and also I dropped my single, I Get the Bag with Landy, and
oh yeah, Landy. How did y'all hook up?
we hooked up through Rez.
Oh, okay.
We hooked up through Rez, so.
I was actually gonna ask about him too. You took another one of my questions.
Oh, because all the questions basically just lead on to like.
Dang. But no, yeah, I did see him there in Landy in the kitchen with you.
And Pretty much, he brought it on because A-Shon's like his team actually a fan of that record.
Okay.
They actually really like that record, so they brought us on to do that record, that stuff. So, we didn't really drop the record because that's the time when Nipsey died, and I wasn't dropping on my birthday, which is March 31st.
Right.
I didn't want to drop it at that time because I think it'll be dumb to drop my record, especially when Nipsey just died.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that?
Right. Like you want.
So, actually, we did A-Shon in the Kitchen, and when I got there, I had 8,000 followers. And right after that show, I went to like 11K.
Yeah, you shot up fast.
Like it was like a blink of an eye. So that really was something like really stepped up a lot.
Now my favorite song of yours is "Shine" featuring OTM.
Sean OTM and Honey.
Yes, "Shine." I love that song.
Thank you.
That's one of my favorites. They don't want to see me shine. No.
Yeah.
They don't want to see me grind.
That record came
They
about
don't want to see you come from the bottom.
All right, I see you. I see you. You know the words. All right.
I know a little bit. I know a little something. Like you literally. So Let It Itself. Like who inspired you to write that? Yourself? Yeah. So it was something you were going through at the time?
Yeah, that was personal, yeah.
All right.
Everything in that record was 100% personal.
Now Wizzle Nation. Am I saying it right?
Wizzle Nation. That's my brother.
That's your brother?
That's like my brother.
Okay.
You guys, his mom was real I'm her Puerto Rican son. You can't tell his mom, she's an old school Jamaican. You cannot tell his mom nothing that I'm not her son. She'll go crazy.
How long y'all been working together?
As long as I've been in Florida. Oh. Like literally I met him probably 2 weeks after. And the way we met was crazy.
How did y'all meet?
I went to a studio and the producer sold me a beat. Mm-hmm. They worked on the beat. Then when he came, he didn't have no other beats to show him, so he showed him that beat. So he's like, yo, I came to the studio, yo, put up the record we just did. If I could finish, he goes, yeah, bro, I kind of sold that record to somebody else. Like, sold my record to a Jamaican nigga. So then I was talking kind of shit. And now I met him in person, and ever since that day, it's just been, it's a wrap.
Now I know you just had not just had a daughter, but maybe she's like 1 or 2 now?
She's 2, she's turning 3.
2? Okay.
Yeah, 3.
And you have any other kids?
I got a son.
You got a son?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's what's up. Now, are you single? I'm sure the ladies want to know.
Yeah, I am. You slide up in the DM, it's all right.
Slide up in the DM.
Right. Let me see.
Rules, Film Chief shot that. How long have you been working with him?
Actually, Film Chief, me and Wizzle, Drew Kittle, and a couple of people, actually the first people he actually reached out to, basically, and we all worked together. We shot our videos first.
Okay.
Like he's a real dope photographer, man. Like he's really dope, and his mind, the way he sees shit is crazy, and working with him was it was dope as shit.
Okay.
So we got to shoot that video, and actually that video, after I shot that video, I didn't get to release it because my people released it because I was in a coma right after that.
Wow, what happened?
Some crazy shit.
You had an accident?
Nah, some shit that happened. And I was basically in a coma the whole time. And when I woke up, my baby mom at the time, I was like, yo, what happened to that record? And I was like, let me see the numbers. And from the time it went in, there had almost 8,000 views on it.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't put no promotion behind that record.
Wow.
Nothing.
Now, where can they find your music at? Like Spotify?
Everywhere.
Apple?
Spotify, Apple, every single major platform. Staxx Gawd, one word.
So you do all your promoting. You put
all my promoting.
Got you. Now I wanted to talk to you today about Lil Nas X. Like, how do you feel about him coming out? Like, how do you feel about his fans basically bashing him for coming out? Like, what's your?
My personal opinion, hey, what he wants to do with his life, that's his problem.
Right.
Hey, whatever you want to, that's your situation.
Right, exactly. Like, his fans straight mad at him for.
I mean, they still gonna be mad at him, but I bet you they hear that song here, still gonna sing to it.
Right.
So in all reality, his record still makes money. So why should he care? You think he's dead straight? I mean, it really don't matter.
That's what's up.
To the world, it really don't matter, especially nowadays. But there's a lot of rappers that need to come out, but they don't want to. But
I want you to freestyle. I don't know. Can I get you to freestyle?
Freestyle.
I probably can't, huh?
Oh, you want me to freestyle? All right. You put me on the spot. Let's everybody put me on the spot. What is only happening? Alright, let me see.
You can do it?
I'm gonna try.
You gonna try? Okay, hold on.
You said freestyle, right? I'm an artist.
I'm excited.
You can't put an artist on the spot and say freestyle. You don't freestyle.
Because everybody always asks me
like, say,
no.
You want to smoke? No, I'm not gonna smoke.
They be like, no. I be like, what? Why not? Like, I want to hear what you got. Like, if you're an artist, like, You write your own music?
All of it.
Everything, like nobody writes for you. Like, I feel like.
I mean, in certain records,
you
work with people. You know, ideas fly.
Right.
But let me see.
Got him freestyling after he eating his chicken wings. We're about to see how this go.
I really came up from the trap. Really saying back eating chicken in the trap. See, a lot of people really want me to fall back, but my team ain't really gonna have that. So we out here trying to chase this cream. Tell my mama one day I'm gonna reach her dreams. I'm trying to see my mama in the 6 with a mean coat. Getting money all day cause I can't be broke. Gotta do this for my kids cause I gotta do this for my son and my daughter. And the first dude out of pocket guaranteed to get slaughtered. They say smoke our boys, a new world order.
Hey.
You going?
You're the first artist I got to freestyle on the show. Shout out to Staxx, Gawd. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, do you write for anybody?
No.
You don't write for. So
I've been offered it, but no.
You didn't. Why you didn't take it?
Cause I feel like this moment, a part of my life, all my ideas should be mine.
On you, right?
I don't want to be greedy, but this is my idea. You know what I mean? This is mine. And that's why I go by Staxx Gawd, because Staxx Gawd is not just because Staxx money.
Right.
The reason why I got Staxx is because I always kept it 1,000 with people. Like, I have no hair on my tongue. I will tell you how it is. And actually, Just Black was just playing around. He was like, man, you should make a show called Keep It a Stack.
You should.
Hey, Ricky, keep it a stack. And then my boy, you know, we were in the studio back in a while. They said Ricky Staxx, but when I really took it serious, I was keeping 1,000. Ricky was my name. Mm-hmm. So I just went with that. And then Staxx Gawd is because I feel like.
Have you been on the Arrogant Asshole podcast yet?
Mm-hmm.
With Just Black? Not yet.
Not yet. You need to get me on there.
You need to get him on there.
Y'all
blazing. Y'all brothers, basically.
We rolled that bit into that bit, fell off the walls. Right. The lights got cut off. Because we tried everything in our power. A lot of us try to bring it back up.
I'm at my favorite Bad Girls Club, Stephanie. Girls from the Bad Girls Club.
Did you go that time? She went to the after party. Was it Red, White, and Blue?
No,
it was some shit.
The next day, it was like y'all had a party. Y'all had a promo party the next day.
Beat up her boyfriend and all that crazy shit.
Oh shit, she went lit. Yeah, that was my favorite.
She really pulled the Bad Girls Club.
She did.
What's going on here?
Why she did that?
I have no clue. I don't know. I was having a sip of my favorite drink, and next thing you know, I see she just fighting. And I'm like, hey, that's not my problem. So I'm like, okay.
That's my favorite. I got to meet my favorite girl from Bad Girls Club on like.
She cool as shit though. Shout out to Stephanie Tyler for real.
She is cool. Shout out Stephanie. Bad Girls Club. I was so excited to meet you. Now, Blueface, I want to talk to you about like a little situation he got going on now. Like, okay, so apparently his mom and his sister were mad at him because I read it was two girlfriends, not one, but two girlfriends walked in and they didn't speak to them.
Wait, hold on. So two of his girls walked in, and they were both his girlfriends?
Yeah, but they didn't speak to the mom or the sister.
So he has two girlfriends? No,
that's what I was like. Two of them, like they said it was two girls, right. And they didn't speak to the mom or the girlfriend, like as they were. The mom or the sister as they were, walking in the house. So like a big altercation happened. The mom recorded them, the whole altercation, and then she put it on her Instagram. And Blueface was like, "Oh, you did this for clout." Now, what would you do if you were in that similar situation? Like, would you side with your mom or would you side with these girls?
I'm side with my mom. That's
me.
My mom with my ass. My mom swing on me still to this day. I
so
had an old school Puerto Rican, New York mom.
So if your girlfriend walks in and don't speak to your mom and your mom is pissed off, you're gonna side with your mom?
I mean, it depends on the situation.
They live with him.
No, I can't put myself in that situation. I wouldn't try to put myself in that situation. But didn't he kick his mom out?
Yeah, he kicked his mom.
I wouldn't do that though.
Kick his mom and his sister.
I won't kick
like
mom
all like everything recorded.
Nah, I'll probably say, yo, y'all tripping. Like, I gotta stop it. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I'll probably walk out. Oh yeah, they're gonna beat that.
Like he literally kicked them out though. Like it's like he literally.
I don't know. I can't kick my mom out. I can't do that.
Now, if you pop, this is one of my other famous questions I ask. If you pop and when you pop, like, are you gonna stay in Orlando or are you gonna break off somewhere else? You gonna go back to New York?
I like to go to Florida.
You like Florida?
Yeah, I like Florida a lot.
So what's the difference between New York music and Florida music?
Big difference.
How do you as far as working with
like now
artists? Yeah.
You speaking like now?
Yeah.
Not like because you still got them real trap down south artists,
Right,
and then
right,
you got some rappers in Orlando. They got that New York sound, but if you look at it, they from New York. A lot of the artists that from Orlando that actually rap that had that style are from New York.
Right.
They probably lived in New York for a couple of years, but out here they live most of their life.
In Orlando, right?
You know what I mean? So a lot of their influence from New York artists. But I think Orlando, period, maybe you're talking about Orlando, Florida. Orlando got his own sound.
Right.
Miami has his own sound. Like there is not a certain sound from Orlando.
Right.
Because you have everything. Like literally, you have everything in Orlando. You got. I've met some artists you wouldn't even think that these dudes are just like raw with the wordplay. Like, what? I didn't know that. I thought that was just a bunch of down south rappers that is, you know what I mean? Nothing against the South, but like if you look at up top music and the South music, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. Like we don't mumble on. Like there's no mumble rap.
So who do you think is better? Do you think New York music is better than Orlando music scene?
Nah, I think it's equal.
Equal?
I think it's equal. Honestly, right now, I love my city, New York, but the South is still on top.
I think it's.
The South is still on top.
Now, why did you move to Florida?
Personal reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, personal. It wasn't really much of a choice. It was something I had to do.
right. So you went to school in New York and stuff like that because you only been here like 8 years.
New York and Connecticut.
Got you. Okay. That's what's up.
Shout out to my people in Connecticut too, to Britain. I lived up there for a while.
How long you lived up there in Connecticut?
Like 9 years.
Did you do music there too?
Yeah, that's where I started.
Okay.
That's where I really started putting out records.
All right.
I was really putting out CDs.
Right, you said that. Yeah.
I was putting out CDs. Like when I was putting out records, people still had CD players.
So you about my age then.
Like I was going up to people like, yo, what you listening to? Here, put that in your CD player. Like, it was an actual CD player, like a Sony black and yellow CD player.
With the headphones.
With the headphones.
If you drop it and jump and skip, you done, you over with. Now, what advice do you give any up and coming artists out there?
Study the game.
All right.
Because the OGs laid out the platform.
Right.
Study the game. Don't let you chasing the cloud become the cloud.
Right.
Make your own cloud. Don't chase another person's wave. Don't make your own. Be your own entity.
Right.
Don't sound like everybody else. That's what I see. Everyone sounds the same. Like you have to sound like this to pop. That's why I'm staying independent with my team because we don't want to be like we're not sounding like y'all. We sounding like us.
Right.
So I give everybody just be you. Don't chase the cloud. Just be it.
Right. Just be it. How long you been working with Rez?
Wow.
Because I'm telling everything that I've looked up,
it's between Rez, Shiz What It Is,
literally shot everything.
Those three, Shiz What It Is, Wisdom Nation, Rez TV, those are like that's my circle, right? That's how tight my circle is. Like that's my circle.
Gotcha.
You don't see me 30, 40 people. You either see me with him, Wisdom, or Shiz. You don't see me with nobody else. So me and Rez we're chasing the same dream.
Right. That's what's up. So it's like your main camera person.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Pretty much.
Now you have any shows coming up? Are you working on any new projects right now?
Right now, what I'm doing as of right now, I'm actually shooting the rest of Ain't Nobody Safe. We're gonna drop that. And then I'm actually working on some songs with Smoke Out Boy Entertainment. Like we're actually getting everything finalized, doing everything, because everything's paperwork.
Okay.
You need paperwork for everything, so everything's getting right, and then the music is gonna start coming out. So by the end of the summer, people start seeing a lot of Smoke Out Boy.
Okay. So you really running with the Smoke Out Boys?
Yeah. That's the brand right there. People are gonna realize that Smoke Out Boys. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. So, what's your favorite club to perform at?
Yeah, I performed.
No, I know I seen you perform at Flash on your birthday. That was like fun. A few years ago.
I remember part of that, man. I remember part of that night. That was lit. That was a lit ass night. Shout out to White Boy Pizza and everybody over there. That was a lit fucking night.
The section was packed.
That was just lit.
I couldn't stand nowhere.
No, because the lucky thing, we were actually live on the air. So they let me shout out my birthday party the whole time.
Oh yeah, I did see Rollo. Yeah.
He was DJing. I got DJ. A lot of people I actually got DJ Raylo to actually DJ
my
birthday party. And he don't do that for nobody.
That was a lit day. Yeah, that was a lit day. I remember the night. I had the gun shooting money.
We were shooting the money guns at
Had the
people.
money gun. Yeah, I made sure I had a lot of fun.
Good times. It was good times.
So, what's your favorite club to perform at?
My favorite club that I have performed at. There was actually a club out here called The Office.
How long ago? Because I want to say, is it a bar over there off of?
No, it was dope as shit. We actually, I don't know where, that was some shit off the highway of Orlando. Like by where you take the bus going to Atlanta,
Okay.
the Magic Bus, it was right around there.
Okay.
And they would think it was me, Wizzle, we performed, Jetlag performed, Bez Belief performed, and a couple other artists performed
Okay.
that time. That was the time when Joel Santana came down, he was supposed to perform
Okay.
with us. And a whole bunch of stuff. And so the show just went on. And so that had to be like it was the crowd was packed. That was like my biggest crowd. And the crazy thing, half the people there knew who me was, when that person was. So when the record came on,
Everybody
the whole
was
crowd was just
jumping.
going crazy. So that performance is actually on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually, once you put in Ricky, you can put in Ricky Staxx, that pops up too. But Staxx got to also pop up too.
Now, who would you like to collaborate with in Orlando?
Loose Cannon.
Loose Cannon? That's the only person?
A couple other artists.
Who?
I think Loose Cannon is fire.
Yeah, he is pretty dope.
Buddha, backwards Buddha.
Yeah.
He's fire. Smoke Up Boys is fire. It's just what it is, fire. Rest of These fire. Drew Kittle, actually, me and Drew Kittle, he actually, locked up getting home soon. I spoke to him a couple times. Me and him actually gonna work on the record when he gets out.
Okay.
But pretty much I wouldn't mind working with anybody.
Okay.
But those artists that I mentioned, I think those are the key artists that I feel. And of course, Wizard Nation, that's a given. But a lot of the other artists I work with them, but those are the main artists I wouldn't mind working with.
Right, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Now I want to talk to you about Pharrell. Like he did something so amazing, and I cannot wait to one day be able to do something like that. He gave out 114 scholarships to students in Harlem, actually, New York, where you're from. So I felt like I should bring that up. Would you do anything like that? Yes. No doubt.
That's something that you got a blessing. You got to doing what you love. Why not? That's right. Blessings come with blessings.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. Good karma.
That is true.
I believe in that whole. I believe in that a lot. Good vibes, good karma. Like I try to stay away from anything negative. Even if you have a negative conversation with me, I will walk away.
Walk away, right?
I don't care who you are. I'm like, I don't hear that.
Why don't you start your own radio station?
I thought about that, but right now I got to.
I
just gotta keep my foot in the back of the neck. I have to.
Cause I know you know like all the ins and outs of it. Like you literally was. I always saw you there at Blazing.
I felt like I look at it like this. Because when I first started, like I really took it serious. Back shout out to my cousin Pete, my cousin Mikey, all the people in Connecticut. Because this is what happened. Mm-hmm. They had a little record deal at the point. Mm-hmm. So I was young. I had to be like 17, and they gave me bread. They gave me a chain. I was reckless. I thought, shit. First doing New Britain, they got a little record deal, about to put out records. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "You're not gonna record no new music." He was an old school DJ with vinyls. Until you listen to every single vinyl in this room, and I'm gonna come and ask you a question. I wasn't paying rent. I wasn't doing nothing like that. He didn't ask for nothing. He just wanted me to work on music. But he was like, you need to know the game.
Right.
It's like you becoming a basketball player and you don't know nobody in the NBA. You don't know who Michael Jordan is. You don't know who this is. You don't have, how you gonna do something you don't know about?
Right.
Like half these rappers rap, but I guarantee they don't know shit about hip hop. This is the culture. They don't know nothing. I even listened to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff's first records.
Oh wow.
Like I even listened to records that I had to ask questions on records. I didn't know who the hell these motherfuckers were. I didn't even know this shit existed. Like this shit had dust on it. Like what? This dude came up before Biggie? Like what? Who the fuck is this? And then you hear certain records and you hear samples from other beats. Like oh shit, I heard that part of that beat song before. It's this sample from this place. So I just studied hip hop, and I studied the ins and outs.
Got you. Now who produces most of your music? Like who?
Wizzle.
So he does. He produces.
Wiz produced half of all my records I have. And so that and Wiz he don't do that for nobody. He does for me. It's me and Gawd. They don't want to see me shine, no. They don't want to see me grind, no. They don't want to see me come from the bottom. They don't want to see me shine, no. They don't want to see me grind, no. They don't want to see me shine, no. They don't want to see me come from the bottom. They don't want to see me shine, no. They don't want to see me shine, no. They don't want to see me grind, no. They don't want to see me come from the bottom. They don't want to see me shine, no. They don't want to see me grind, no. They don't want to see me shine, no. They don't want to see me come from the bottom. They don't want to see me shine, no. Change that, break the ruler, niggas like top, now take the shooter, right to the city, shooting in a woman with a bad bitch, straight from the type of chicken sit Tennessee, you know the little hookah, shorty got a cousin princess, nigga call me King Cooper. I'm jumping on a nigga crib, niggas super show you fuck niggas out, turning new and spending $2,000 at the grand, you look out flexing on them like a high schooler. Yeah, I'm a good guy with my niggas, yeah, if it's not in my niggas, yeah, I'm a good guy with my niggas, yeah, I hit the shit with my niggas, hurt the niggas, they don't like me, hurt the niggas wanna kill me, they don't wanna see a nigga shine on, they wanna see a nigga 6 feet, shit, I do this shit for my friends. You put a Staxx on SoundCloud, actually ain't nobody. I don't really even promote that mixtape like that because the reason why I dropped that mixtape and I dropped this record, I want to see if I still got a buzz.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna promote it and see if people actually go out there and find the record.
Right.
Like I want to do some like drop the record. You know what I mean? Drop the record and see what it does.
Right. That's what's up. Yo, I love that song though. They don't want to see you shine up.
I appreciate that.
They don't want to see you grind up. They don't want to see you come from the bottom. Well, I really do appreciate you coming down.
I appreciate it too, man. Yeah, I gotta come down here, man. We gotta try these wings because this show's fire.
And well, it's not always from the same person, but I've been like kind of hooked on her wings lately.
Yeah,
so
like I ate a few of them because what's gonna really happen is really on tonight. I'm gonna get right again.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna tear it up.
More. You can take more with you. There's definitely more. But where can they follow you at?
You can follow me on my Instagram, Staxx Gawd, STAXXGAWD. Same thing as all my social media, but mostly everything is on Instagram.
Right. Anybody you want to shout out?
Res TV. Make sure y'all go shop at Res TV. Shout out to my brother Wizard Nation. Shout out to Shiz What It Is. Smoke Out Boys is coming. Like mark my words. We're coming like a force that no one's gonna reckon with.
I'll be waiting. I'll be watching. And you can follow me at _Myoria, MYORIA, and Chicken Trap. Chicken Trap.
Yeah, man.
Chicken Trap. Hey, wait. Y'all see the necklace? I found this at Plato's Closet.
Yeah, the chicken. Yeah, you gotta get a fake chicken and put it right there.
I know. Right?
Fake chickens.
It's
Put it right
about
there.
to be all decked out. Just wait on it.